women with circles under their eyes, weight gain, weight loss, constipation, loose bowels, thinning hair, losing the outside of your eyebrows, aches and pains in your joints, feeling slow, feeling sluggish, feeling fast, feeling fidgety, having a hard time winding down, having a hard time with temperature regulation, sweats, dry skin, all of those things. In the back of my mind, I'm going, let's consider thyroid. What is the thyroid responsible for? First of all, it's right here, like behind the Adam's apple. When you're getting your physical exam, usually a provider will come from behind and touch right here and ask you to swallow. What they're feeling is your thyroid. And what really we're feeling for is to see if we can feel any nodules. The thyroid takes on what it's exposed to. Okay, it's a very absorbent organ. It's an internal thermostat. It manages our metabolism. It manages our heart rate, not from an electrical conduction perspective. That's within the heart, but the rate. It impacts your energy, your brain function, your cognition, weight management, hair, skin, and nails are drastically impacted by thyroid. The digestive system. So once again, if you lean towards constipation, it could be a sluggish thyroid. If you lean towards diarrhea, it could be a hyperactive thyroid. Skin, if there's a background of hives, definitely considering thyroid as a possibility. Menstrual cycle irregularity, whether it's light, heavy, painful, or irregular, that can often be thyroid. And any concern with fertility for women who are having miscarriages or having a hard time getting pregnant, that can often go back to thyroid. When we think about the thyroid from an emotional and energetic perspective, it can be something around the perspective of women feel torn by the pressure to be all things, and their creative self feels blocked. So they're not fully expressing themselves. And then the thyroid becomes out of balance. The other thing is inflammation. So if you have inflammation in your body over time and it expresses itself in the thyroid, that can come from gut issues, digestion issues, you have the microbiome. And that's when we start talking about Hashimoto's and Graves'. And I'm going to get into that. So let's break down hypothyroidism. Hypo meaning low, underactive. Often what a woman is going to experience is a feeling kind of slow, feeling low energy, having a hard time waking up. It can often mimic anemia. And so we have to rule out, is this low iron or is this thyroid? They're cold, they have slow hair growth, slow digestion, slow weight loss. Often they need coffee in the morning in order to have a bowel movement. Let me tell you, if you're having a regular bowel movement every day, but it's requiring senna tea or coffee or magnesium, in my world, that's not a true bowel movement, okay? It's still slow, sluggish digestion, and we need to address the actual digestion. So for hypothyroidism, women will tend towards constipation. Okay, hyperthyroidism, on the other hand, is not as common, but often it's going to express itself in women who feel kind of hyperactive, more anxiety. Like I've seen women come into the clinic and their feet are fidgeting, their eyes are bulging a little bit. They might be experiencing heart palpitations, anxiety, skin flushes, feeling kind of overstimulated. Generally, they're very wiry, thin, jittery. Their bowels are moving fast. Their skin is dry, but skin can be dry in both hypo and hyper. Sometimes it will express itself in cuticles and nails, brittle hair. And then if it's not addressed over time, then a woman will toggle between low and high. And that's when it then goes into autoimmune, i.e. Hashimoto's. So if you've met someone who has Hashimoto's, or if you've ever been diagnosed with Hashimoto's, what that tells me is you had a thyroid condition for a long time up to that point. You had high inflammation in your body for a while up to that point, okay? And now it's gone to an autoimmune scenario where your body is actually fighting against itself. So hyper goes to Graves', hypo goes to Hashimoto's, except sometimes if it's hyper and they're toggling between the hypo and hyper and it's autoimmune, it will sometimes go to Hashimoto's. Either way, the thing to know is if you've ever been diagnosed with Graves' or Hashimoto's, it's autoimmune in nature. And that means the gut was involved.